Hello ladies and gents, I am the Rev, and this is Indie Contact, my live streaming show about all things indie gaming. And if you don't believe me, check out the playlist. We got a crap ton of different types of games here, there, left, right, family friendly, you name it, all kinds of stuff. Tonight, we are continuing on with Starpoint Gemini Warlords because they just put out brand new DLC, Cycle of Warfare, and I thought we would check out the Conquest. Now, last night we did the Ashari, which is a completely different setup than what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm sure I pronounced the aliens' names wrong. That's the way I've always pronounced it, though. So, anyway, so how Conquest mode works. Alright, there we go. So, it works by, first you pick where you want to go. What corner of the map. I like Korkia. Personally, it's not too bad a one. And then down here, you have your starting advantage. So, you can put it down to pretty much nothing. Or, you can go all the way on up here. So, we've got 20 million here. If we go to the can never remember how you pronounce it. Hey, what's up, Priest? IO Impact, you get 100 million to start. If you go to the Solari Concord, which is basically the normal sandbox mode, you start with 20 million. And then down here in the Outlands, you start with 140 million. So we'll split the differences. The Korkia and Concord are pretty much the same. These two guys, I think we'll do the Outlands, which is this bottom right corner. We'll go check it out. Now, the one good thing about the way all of these are set up is 95% of your base is done. You don't have to do a whole bunch of crap with your base. And the cool thing about that slider is you can start at any point along the construction of your base with various upgrades and things like that. It's all up to you what you want to do. Unfortunately, they don't have... I was used for a DLC picture, so I'm not here. Let's see... There we go, Drake Raven Knight. Oh, boy. Let's see. So, of course, I am not sure if there's a Gladimatrix, which is the place that you go to reset your points, because I kind of like, personally, I like a combination of the Marauder, the Vanguard, and the Sharpshooter. I like all three mixed. But, you know, that's me. Let's see. From your ship. Let's see. Fire and bolt an enemy. Oh, you know what? We'll just go. I guess we'll do the Marauder. Alright, so what kind of battleship do we want? You know, actually it doesn't matter, because the cool part about starting with 140 million is I can buy one of the DL ships from the Dirty Dozen. So we'll land first thing. Ooh, look at that detail. Damn, that looks cool. Holy crap. So we'll start with the star chart so you guys can see what we're working with. And boy, we're going to need to start working on some ships first thing, because I can tell you right now, I don't run my fleets with gunships, corvettes, or frigates. It's usually dreadnoughts, a couple of carriers, and then whatever I've got left in command points, that rolls to cruisers. So, because battleships are okay, but from what I've found, the deeper you get into the game, the harder and harder it gets. Battleships get chewed up pretty easily. So, and of course, if you haven't watched all my various series on this, you guys are going to see all kinds of bits and pieces of tricks and tips that I know to start out. But this is what we're working with. Now, one thing I did notice when I was going through and I checked out everything, because I am working on a video on this Conquest mode, which basically will be this stream, but pared down a whole bunch without me doing a whole lot of extra expletives and talking. But the Outlands is one of the starts that you can have that has a good portion of ships to it, right? I noticed that the, I think it was Korkia and Ionian, both of those you only have the Deadly Helos and the Deadly Premonition if you have the Deadly Dozen DLC. Otherwise, I don't think they have any ships at all. Or if they do, that's like a couple of frigates or something real small. It's nothing that you would want to be taking on at this point in the game. So, all right. It's a dreadnought, and it's a kick-ass. Really? 280? What? See, look at that. Oh, wow, they nerfed it. It was higher. Okay, how about this one? 300. And that is the, that should be their version of a carrier, right? Yeah, the Asgard Carrier. So maybe I won't get a ship yet, because there is a couple of different ones that I do like. So we'll hit the dry dock, see what the loadout looks like. Torch 3. Oh, no. Okay. So I would say you could probably keep the heavy weapons. Might want to change this one out. Let's see. Centennial is a good one. Let's see, is it the one that I like the best? Yeah. That is actually a great one because you can really fire off a lot of ammo. We got the Requiem. And you can see the big difference between the first level and the second level is reload time, and that's what I'm looking at. When it comes to and this is where I'll spend the money, is light weapons. I like my railguns. So we'll stick a few railguns here and there. Oh, I hit the wrong one. What the hell? We want the Severance in there. Oh, it won't go in for some reason. Oh, that's weird. Nope. There we go. Oh, my head is up my butt. What can you do? Because you can see it's 430 for the railgun, and then we go over to the perks. You guys will see I'll augment things towards it as well. Right? Yeah. And the other good thing is we don't have to pay for any of the turrets. So we just got to rearm real quick. Alright, the enhancements. Now, I couldn't wait to check this out because I actually changed what I was using. But I wouldn't think, no, that just for balance reasons that they would use The same kind of breakdown. Yeah, it's all about battery energy. Yeah. So we'll probably stick with the synthas, which is you got weapon range, crit chance, crit damage, and then battery energy recharge. Yeah, it's a little spendy, but it is definitely worth it if you are as you're going up, because the cool thing is as you're going up, once you buy these, you can just take them off and put them right back onto your next ship. So, which is always nice. Now, when it comes to the Centennials, the Chronos are usually pretty solid. You got range and hull damage, or range, hull damage, additional EMP. And even the heavy, or the third tier of it's only 400,000, versus everything else is like in the millions. So, I don't know. I like it. I think it works real well. Alright. Then, of course, we go to our shield generator. And you're going to want to put the highest rated shield on there you can. Oh, jeez. 20 million. Okay. Ow. Propulsion. Now, propulsion's up to you. The OptiFlow has been nerfed. Here we go. Dynamo. No, this is the one I'm thinking of. Dynamo 3. So, yeah, 20 speed, maneuverability, and acceleration. That's pretty good. You're definitely going to want that as you get into bigger and bigger ships, because everything moves a lot slower. So, Priest, my man, have you picked this up yet? Have you gotten Cycle of Warfare? I think we're going to just go with that to save money. And then, let's see. Oh, look, we get a hangar. Oh, cool. Transporter. This is what you're going to be using to capture ships. So, whatever you can afford, I will throw the money out there, because I don't have enough points to actually stack things the way I want. So, and let's see. And we'll just go with the rank 1 there. And then grappler. Range is all I worry about. Right, that's pretty much done. Of course, you've got your customized, where you can do a whole bunch of different things. Oh, and put things on it you don't want. If you want to, you can do all kinds of different designs. All kinds of different stuff. No, don't apply it. Get rid of it. All right. Let's see. Trader-wise. All right, good. We got nothing. And then this is all the stuff that we're just going to sell. Ooh. Oh, we did not get a lot of money from that. And, of course, you're going to want to buy T-drives out the wazoo. Fast, easy way from point A to point B. And then heavy shield booster is always a good idea. And the damage amplifier, and that's usually what I run to begin with. Right, let's see. Okay, so these guys we put in that front there. T drives I like to put over there. And the shield booster. Oh, no, no, damn it. There we go. There. And we put the heavy shield booster in. Yep. Aw, really? Well, I'll have to give someone else a chance to maybe win a free copy this evening. The gentleman, basic and heavy. Okay, yeah. Put those in. The devs gave me a few codes to give away if we happen to get a whole bunch of people on stream. I talked about it last night, so I was hoping we'd have a lot of people here. Not a huge amount. There are a couple. But if you are out there and you don't have a copy, speak on up. Okay, so let's see. We get critical chance by 10%. And then what about the Dreadnought? Both of those are worth it. But since all we are going to be in now is the battleship, there we go. And then, of course, I like to fill all of the railguns in because that's what I enjoy. Heavy weapons training. Now, what's interesting is where they set you up in the game, and I was thinking about it. By the time I have everything as done up as they have it in the Conquest mode, I've already beaten like at least 3 planets and had all that territory, so I've got a huge money building industry behind me. And you kind of don't have that here. You've got to actually build an industry because you have to have enough stuff to build your ships, buy new ships. Okay, what was it? Governing, personal. All right. So it's diplomacy. And then was it merchant? I think that's the one. I don't remember. There we go. Reduces all of your merchant fees. Here we go. Privateer. You're always going to want to hit tactical appraisal. And then as you fill these up, you get more guys, more proficiency. The med bay does better for you. Let's see, negotiations. This one again will help you capture ships. And then Savvy Chief, that unlocks after 3 successful ship captures and 15 pillage points. Pillage points are, as you go through, you can choose to destroy stuff, and you get points for pillaging. So, okay. If you're going to be rolling into a lot of real heavy combat continuously, you might want to hit that Fixer 1. Hacking, if you play with the Fog of War, I always turn it off because I can't stand it. I always like to have a nice idea of what I'm running into. Oh, already got the heavy weapons. And then plasma cannon training. Tax collector, this will help your bottom line, but it's not that much. You're still going to have to be taking over stuff constantly. So we've already built all the structures we don't need about all production. Now that one will help. All production conducted in the HQ is done 35% faster. Simple fact, we're going to be building ships, a lot of ships. So, and then we've already got a good portion of the research already done, so we don't need to fill that one out. Let's see. I got 1 point left. Where to put it? There we go. Further reduces the reputation for trade deals. We just got to get enough stuff. And on this side, what do we got? Short range blast. That one should be unlocks at 35. The next rank. Let's see. What is this one? Time for, and then of course we've got cloak, which I won't use cloak at all. Just not my kind of thing to use. Oh, whoops! Put too many in that one. Oh well. Happens when you get button happy. Let's see. Oh, stop flashing. And of course, you have all of the bounty hunters that you can use to go after. And where's that real ugly SOB? Ah, there he is. That's the one you want to hunt first. Kill that SOB for me, please. Yep. Still got the beard. Had to take the piercing out, though. Had to do the whole job thing. But wow, yeah, I never noticed with this big old mic in my face that you guys can't see the old beard anymore. But oh well. Alright. Oh, hey, what's this? Just basic tutorials on how to handle all the controls. And there's no side missions. And as you take jobs from the jobs board, that's where they'll pop up. You got, let's see, you got search and destroy. The money maker, or the easy ones, are the delivery missions. And depending on if you've got a solid fleet behind you or not, you can go after the War Masters, the hunts, bounty hunts on the War Masters. So, but I already have a plan. So, let's see. Alright, to show you guys the various versions now of a planet-based system, which is cool. So, of course, you have a fully upgraded level 3 for the module, which is the base, right? And then we've got our hangar. And you need to construct that so that you can do the, you need to take it all the way through all 3 tiers so you can build then the Proxima, which is what you use to take over planets. Fleet power. And it only goes to 30,000, and I'll show you guys how to gain more than that. You got mining ops, salvage depot, so I'll point those out in a second. Research and development, basically. It reduces the amount of time as you go up in tiers, how long it takes to research things, doesn't reduce cost at all. And then Trade Center. And this is the one that you're going to use. You use a lot, but again, it depends on where you start out and what the various access you have to different things are. So, really? See, I like mixing the classes there, Priest. Personally, I've always enjoyed mixing the 2 classes because I like the long range of the sharpshooter. I like the short range of the little blast thing here that you have. And then I like the pull that you get from the other class, which is the first class. The one that pulls everything in, because I like to pull stuff in and then fire off stuff, and what can I say? I enjoy that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's not have to be too close. Take a look at our map. So the next big thing you're going to want to do is start going over your little fleets that it gives you, because personally I'm going to be getting rid of most of these, because again, what I've found is that you can swarm stuff with a lot of small ships, but it's not nearly as effective as bringing a couple of bigger ships with multiple turrets on them. Oh yeah, this whole group is. Yeah, we'll just do this. That's horrible. Oh god. Okay, so let's build ships. All right, so what are we going to want to build? Well, if it's going to be rolling with me, I'm going to want to roll as many dreadnoughts as possible. And we can't do that because we've got too many super capital ships. So if you hit your Q button, it'll take you to all your various fleets. All right, so what do we got? We got a let's see. And you got to be careful. If you go too quick here, you can wind up getting rid of stuff that you've already built that you want to keep. But since we already have a whole bunch of everything unlocked, one thing you can do is you can strip things down to just like dreadnoughts, and then if there's a kind of ship that you like, go out. I think it's 3 of them. You have to capture 3 of them. Then you will have that make and model in your fleet. I think that's what it was. It was 3. So no point with destroyers. Oh, this is the only part that sucks, having to go through all of this. Because I will keep cruisers. Right. And then what we do is we take this guy, right? And we say, you come join him. And then... Alright, this is another one. See, that's interesting that it goes carrier and battleships. Because I would definitely... I mean, there's not very much... I mean, you're better off rolling with a dreadnought than a battleship. Period. So... Because A, it eats up your super capital spots, which I do not care for. So, and then, you know, Dreadnought is just so much more overwhelming. It's like right here, we're going to get rid of this guy. And then this guy we're going to... Right, and was this one? Yes. I'm going to say, hey, dude. You come down here, and then we click on that, build ships, and now we can do carriers or dreadnoughts. I'm going to throw a dread in there, because that's what I like. Ooh! See, now I wish they just had a delete thing where I could just go through and just get rid of the whole thing and not have to screw with it at all. But that's okay. And you're probably asking, well, how do you get more super capital ship slots? Because you can raise the number. And how you do that, oops, is by taking over planets. But really, it was 5. That's it, huh? I thought it was more than that. See, and then we've got all of... Well, we're not even at 18,000 for the command point, so we just go to the Mark II. Now make sure you pay attention when it comes to the cruisers. There's Mark 1s and Mark 2s. You always want to use Mark 2s, just because, yeah, they're twice as expensive, but they're they're gonna survive. So we'll just fill. There we go. Until we can't make any more. All right. So that should be all of those guys. Okay. So now What do we do now? Now we run around and get a bunch of quick little points. I suggest you do this whether you do a conquest mode or anything else. You want to find all of the artifact vaults that you can, because you get stuff. And we've already got a little bit of a backup. Oh, she's rolling a dreadnought. Really, I get the battleship and she gets the dreadnought? That is not fair. But it is something to keep in mind. You actually have more super capital ships, I think, than it tells you. So, but it's all good. And yes, if you run into asteroids, you'll either bounce off them or like that, or you go through them, depending on the size of the asteroid and the size of your ship. And the ship will, by itself, try to adjust things as much as possible. Now, something to keep in mind also when doing the artifact vaults, you may always keep a T drive on hand, because once we scan, we could have something very big and nasty show up. And we're in a little battleship. See, but there we go. Perk point gained. And a skill point. Yay. So we put that one there. And then we go to the perks. Now, what to put in the perks section? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. You want your reputation as low as possible for trade deals, because that way, as you go through and you start conquering territories, you're gonna piss people off. And everybody in this, all of the factions, all like and hate each other to various degrees. You guys will see as we go through and let's say we take over a station, you'll see it'll say, oh, so-and-so, you just made real happy or something. But I'll have to show you guys that. But that is what I would say would be one of the first things you want to do, is go hit all of
preparing for T-jump.
The artifact things. And then I would also say, say that in between doing all of that, we can change the view. There we go. And this is a great battleship, by the way. Of all the battleships, this one's actually pretty beefy. It's not bad. It's got a pretty good setup when it comes to how many turrets you get. Because with me, I mean, that's what it's all about in your ships. When you look at it, it's how many overall turrets do you get? More turrets mean more power. So, and of course you can turn this animation off if you would like, but most of the time I leave it on because I'm doing about 15 things at once. But the reason I wanted to come back is I usually do this. I come right back, go to the equipment, and buy as many T drives as possible, and then I'll go through if I haven't done it already, and I will sell off stuff that I won't use. Now, the scavenger drones, we'll leave those.
Initiating T-drive sequence.
But let's see. There we go. Boink.
We're on a collision course.
Yeah, we're gonna really never fails.
Sublight.
Always got to run right into the planet. But it's all good in the hood. So, in case you guys are curious, this I'm gonna do my best here and try and keep Mondays and Tuesdays as the nights that I stream. So you always want to make sure you hit that little bell icon, like, favorite, of course, and subscribe. But make sure you hit that little icon. I release videos 6 to 7 days a week, and that way you guys will know when I'm streaming. So now, what we just ran through, I think. Oh, we already passed them. I was gonna say, there's a group that floating around this area. It's from the Deadly Dozen, I think. I could be wrong, but I think
T-jump protocol engaged.
Yes. So, where was that? Ah. There it is. So as you're flying across the galaxy, you can rock and roll on your trade deals. And depending on what you need, you know, it's all up to you. The upgrades should already be in place, and everything in this area should already be fully upgraded. So, right, you see this 2 green slots here? So what that means is that, oh, we're going to have to take over some stuff. Sounds good, doesn't it? You guys want to help me smash some stuff into the ground? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's trying to hide. Oh, we got to get closer. There we go.
Focusing scanning beam on target.
Let's see what pops up. You never know. I don't know what I have when it comes to skill point. See, you know, you don't always get both, but still, anything to help, you know, kick your stuff up. Now, I don't see a matrix. I can't even pronounce the damn word. It is right there. So we can go there and we can change things around. In fact, that's probably what we're going to do once our fleet catches up to us.
Affirmative. Engage sublight.
There's one thing I noticed I want to... Uh-oh. You come with me, Sea of Sorrow. Who in the hell's fighting where? Oh, you little mother... Oh, is that how we gonna do it,
Engaging
huh? All right.
sublight.
I got you. Change plans. So it's always easiest when you're flying towards something, right? When you're having you guys flip, or just jump to them. That works real well too. We should have enough time here. Come on, there we go. Follow me. Then
protocol engaged.
Oh, we'll be a whisker far away, but we'll get there in time. Now that little number that you saw ticking down, that is the time you have left, I think, before the station is beaten. And depending on, you know, what's what the regions are, and who's what, how many ships are there, it goes to different varying degrees. Dominate. Huh? Alright. See, it's almost got to beat. Wow, so much for having a... Oh, we'll get there in less than 2 minutes, I think. So much for having a decent station there, jeez. Or garrison, I should say. Whoa, that is quite the little mass of stuff, isn't it? You can always click on it. So we got 6 cruisers, 4 frigates, 11 core. Oh yeah, this is gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel. Ship, so we can capture that. See, it's all close quarter stuff. It's all good.
Shield is at half capacity.
Oh, it'll be just fine.
We'll go out with a crash. Port shield is at half capacity.
Yeah, all I gotta do is focus down ships.
Target neutralized.
This cannot be.
War Master.
I can do this all day. Our structural integrity is failing.
Aft shield is at half capacity.
That's because I'm... Oh, man. Wow. Okay, so I'm in a battleship. And... Ooh. Really?
What's your problem, Kern?
Oh, wow. That was a
Taking
gimme.
heavy damage.
17%.
I've seen asteroids put up a better fight.
This is what I was talking about. So, oh, 50% research. Okay. So send Hull to headquarters for research to allow construction. So it looks like we only need a couple of those. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, you know what? We'll put it in the fleet. Oh, where's the front of my ship? I didn't put markings on it. Always makes it a little rough for me.
Port shield down to 25%, Captain.
Well, it's going to be even worse now. How close do I got to be to this ship to... Ooh, that worked. Most of these we should be able to just smoke.
Thanks for all the ships.
Oh, level 32, huh?
Target neutralized.
That's the fast and dirty way to pick things up if you don't have the patience for it. And I usually don't. It's not like the Ashari that we were playing last night, where you actually make more money if you throw the drones at them. There we go. Alright, so the garrison's really 37, huh? That ain't squat. Oh, look at this little... Oh, dude.
Initiating sublight.
Who are these guys? The Union. We're gonna have to kill the Union off. Ooh, there we go.
Hostile region entered.
What's your problem, Kern? You're out of luck,
And I
Kern.
used all my things to jump. We'll get there in time, but might as well pick up this artifact while we're on the way. Never hurts. And I will get around to showing you guys a glider. God. Why did he have to name it that? Just cannot pronounce the freaking word. Oh boy, we're lucking out. Sometimes you'll get a big old nasty enemy ship show up
Engaging sublight.
that wants to pound you into the ground. And the thing about with how aggressive this group is that we're currently, so let's see. Alright, so these guys, we need to build our fleet and basically just take this whole area would be probably what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the best thing. But before we do that, we're gonna do a couple of other things. But let's see. Whenever you fly past these little groups, Shard, huh? No, I don't think those guys are the ones that are part of that little group.
We'll go out with a crash.
guy's just getting melted. And that's the thing, is this... The only thing I don't like about the skill class is it doesn't have a good AoE.
Target neutralized.
Out of range. Jeez, how close do you gotta be? Get these, some of these.
Front shield is at 50%.
Oh, shut up.
Front shield down to 25%, Captain.
The problem with blowing up a ship is I could want to blow up, Really? That was all it did? Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna shoot him.
Reinitializing shields. Starboard shield down to 25%, Captain.
I guess we all have to go sometime.
Yeah, I don't got any shards. I don't got anything fun to shoot these guys with. But it is one of the things with a group like this. The faster you take out all the little small ones, and that's why I like to mix my stuff around.
Abandon all
Suck them in, blow them up. That way you don't got to do like I'm going to have to do now, to go out for a second here to get away from them, get my shield
is at
back up.
75%. Affirmative. Gauge sublight. Energy shields reinitialized.
Ooh, I don't want to go too far. I want to see if I can catch this thing real quick, see if I can get this guy. 28 this time. Of course they have. Tell you what, fam. Everybody go after him.
Affirmative.
I'm going to
Engage
take
sublight.
DD out here for a
Shield
second.
reactivation complete.
So we get our shields back up. And basically all you have to do is just kind of fly in a circle. Oh, and they sent another fleet after that. Really? Oh, no wonder I was there by myself. My fleet decided to fight something else. That's awesome.
What's your problem, Kurt?
Love it when that happens. But yeah, I definitely would have things set up a different way, skill-based wise and stuff. And I would be a lot higher skill-based.
The ship's practically falling apart. We won't submit.
Let's see.
You can't scrape the rust off my ship.
Stay right there, bruh. I'm coming.
Oh, you just shush.
Starboard shield down to 25%, Captain.
Oh, I know what my shields are doing.
This is no true end.
That is part of the problem too, is I'm not,
We all shall burn. All systems failing.
You're out of luck, Kurt. Grovel before me. Stay right there, bruh. I'm coming.
yeah, I got you guys, I got you.
We cannot take any more.
Ooh, helps when I actually put the stupid rectangle over what I'm trying to shoot. And of course the angle of your ship is important so you can get as many turrets to bear as possible.
That cheap shot was your last.
Was it?
Should we continue this?
Hostile target eliminated.
See, I don't know about getting in quite so close here.
you can take me on.
Yes, ma'am, I think I can.
Almost all systems down. Make your way.
Target is down.
Alright, so... we got the War Master over here.
Affirmative. Engage sublight.
Engaging hostiles. Almost all systems indicating failure. Let's get this mother.
Target neutralized.
Alright. So, I mean... so we had 2 fleets we were fighting at the same time. That's
Initiating
what the problem
sublight.
was. That's why I got yoked up so quick. This guy, I think, will be dead pretty quick.
So long, and thanks for all the ships.
Target neutralized.
Some variety is attacking us.
So you can see negative 50 with the shard, where the shard is.
Getting cocky, eh? We'll paint your interior red.
Okay.
No more. Start the engines.
Oh, and they took it over. That is so uncool. Actually, I am going to put that cruiser dreadnought I just made. Let's see, where's my closest station?
Acquiring new coordinates.
We'll do that, since they like to keep sending stuff out of them. That way,
Engage sublight.
hopefully it will bump things up just enough. Ah, yeah. Magistrate Dreadnought, I agree. That is one of the better ones in the game. I really enjoy that one. Alright. The only part that sucks when you run out of the frickin' T-gate drives is it takes forever to get anywhere. We're going all the way over there. I think that's like the closest one. Another dread there. We'll have, where do we go? We'll have just follow the player. But this is the kind of stuff that tends to happen. I've found that as you're going through, you have to start lining up fleets along the edge of where you want to fight, because they'll keep sending stuff after you. So we killed off 2 of their fleets, but they've got 4 left. Okay. We'll get there. So we can run into various things. Various things run into us. It's all good. Hopefully, this is one of the stations that has a whole bunch of T-gates. So I can show you guys the build that I like using. Works real well.
Sensors are reading high radiation around us.
Of course, because it's a radiation area. That's why it's so good with the gas clouds.
Fly freely, Captain. The station reads you.
Okay. Ugh. Now, whoever is out there beside my boy Priest, definitely speak up in the chat. I do have the base game of Warlords. I do have some of those keys. If you don't happen to have one of those and you're enjoying the game, I also have Cycle of Warfare keys to give away as well. Alright, and then trader. Yeah, just sell all that junk. Equipment. T-drive 6. Damn it. Oh well. Let's see. Gas collector. So the best thing to do. Butthole torpedoes. In this situation. Skills and put one. Oh, that's right. I got a level. Okay.
Carry on, Captain.
Is
May we see each other soon.
first you gotta put set equipment, mount it, and then where is the there's got to be other stations that are very close to us.
Docking in progress. Time for some R&R.
And you use the left mouse button to move the map, as you see here, like this, and then the right button. Come on, there's got to be someone where it's not too big of a hit. You can see right down here where it says charges. It'll tell you how many we're going to use. And we'll get as far as we can on 2. There we go. So they have gotten better about, they fixed all the ships slamming into you when you go somewhere, which is always nice. And if you're curious why you keep seeing the random little thing of my level popping up, like I'm making just a little bit at a time, as you explore areas of space, you get experience. I shut the fog of war off just because I don't care for
course set.
Who knows, maybe that dreadnought will
Initiating
finally catch up
sunlight.
to us. I'm debating on whether I should keep any of the carriers or not.
Greetings, Captain.
Oh, you know
Feel
what?
free to approach the station.
I forgot to set up. I wonder if they just don't. Ooh. So, yeah, I forgot to throw that in there. Do I not have any? Okay. This can get real expensive too. The lightning. 5 damage. So you got 200 total damage kicking out there. And that's 125. Expensive ones. Interceptor. That's still only 200. Actually, 225, huh? Oh, yeah. No, only 4 fighters. The Thorn. 3 fighters. That's only 150. See, it's like, oh, you're killing me. I can't make my mind up. All right. We'll just put those in there, I guess. And then... Yep. I remember to put the enhancement on it. Anyways, back to the trader. Equipment. Oh, there we go. T-drives 13. Nice. And as I'm going through, depending on how much money I have, it's usually just a good idea to buy what I would call your staples. Although I wouldn't buy a lot of scavenger swarms. Those tend to be rewarded. I come across them a lot, as you blow up stuff. So scavenger swarms aren't real big on my list of things to buy. Yeah, it is 3x, and it's actually I think they call it 4x there, Rosie. I think, yeah, it's a 4x game because it's about strategy and building your base and da-da-da-da-da. So it's a melding of a flight sim, third-person flight sim, and a 4x game into this. And Warlords does have a full story mode for the base game, as well as a sandbox mode. And then, well, I'm showing is the DLC. So it is all good. This is the third with the DLC, and with Starpoint Gemini 2, there was 3 of them too. So I don't know if we're gonna get more DLC. Guys haven't said anything. So we'll have to see.
Safe travels.
All right. So now we can start working our way up to the Gladiatrix thingy. Ooh. That'll be a good jump. But I think that's the closest one. But they kind of like, they stay back there, and they should zoom forward here once we stop our fleet back here.
We have you on our sensors.
See?
You're free to fly.
Which is better than what they were doing before, because before they were like making small little jumps and stuff behind you, and that just was not good for business. Tortuga. Yet another different design. That's the 3 big ones that they have. Okay. What's in their shipyard? Ooh, there we go. We were just talking about the Magistrate. That's a great frickin' dreadnought. Yeah, 400 for battery energy, 8 turrets on the front, 9 on each side, and 6 in the back. That thing is a beast. 81, huh? I'll have to think about that. Let's see. Let's keep buying all them T-drives.
Safe travels.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to the gladiator thing to do anything. Oh my god. Oh, here we're just gonna take half my T drives. But I wanted to show you guys before we end the stream how to change around all of your skills and perks in case you wanna. You don't have to.
Tactical reports of
But I like
hostiles
to.
in the area.
Once we get there. And it's always fun to hit your map, pull back, and just watch yourself zoom. Because we couldn't do this in Starpoint Gemini 2. So, most of that space is all taken over by whoever these guys
All hands
are.
be advised. We've entered a hostile region.
The Revenant. Which, yeah, that's normally this group up here. So, oh man, they're just all over the place. Alright. We made it. And it takes a second for the game to catch up because we just jumped all the way across the frickin' half the map. So as we get closer here, things will start popping in. That and my computer's not that fast. Oh, come on, there we go. We got asteroids showing up. Let's see. We're looking for a certain dude. Oh, maybe we gotta go out, come back in kind of thing.
Initiating sublight.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for it to do. Again, it's not the game, it is my computer. But yes, there is a specific one that I'm looking for here. And he is normally located behind where there's a little what do you call it? It is the stop being difficult. There we go. A repair station for when you want to do the ladder matrix, however you pronounce it. But if you fly around here, you're gonna run into him. I think he's green when you find him. Yeah, here it is. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, the quartermaster. Sorry. So if you go see the quartermaster, you got to get close enough to hail him. And character respec is a service you can redesign your character with new sets of skills, perks, and class. If you're a charm of the arena, we give it to respec for free. Skills and perks. Yep. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we'll try sharpshooter to begin with. See, now before they let you mix all of them, I wonder if they stopped doing that. Let's see. Sharpshooter passive, huh? Okay, hold on. Still got a couple more ideas because I've reset the whole thing before, so... Ooh, that was expensive. There's 5 million right out the window. Ah, this is what I was looking for. So you can now, if you do what I did, you can reset everything and choose what you want to do. So, let's see, gravity pull, harness the power of gravity, nominating your ship. Yes, we want that. And, let's see. For a short time, is that the one that I want? We don't want the push away, we don't want the, we want the sharpshooter. Now, at this point, so we can pull things in, right? And we've got our sharpshooter. So we need something that's just gonna see, because I don't use the RAM. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. This is where we're gonna have, yeah, there's the overload. So overload is the one that you're gonna want to run with this build, because what it does is it generates a massive amount of ship, right, to explode out from your ship. So you pull everything in and then you blow everything to hell. And then this last one here, you know, you can do execute. I like a little bit from everything. Like I said, I like to mix all three, so that's actually all of them mixed. And then now you just go through and upgrade them. And what this does is it really makes a massive difference in combat. Oh, the other cool thing about when you pull all the ships in, it gives you an immediate shield, right? And it's like an ultra shield for like, 20 or 30 seconds or so. So if you're getting hammered by a bunch of stuff around you, it's a great way to survive. Let's see. Now we're getting to the point where we want to not go overboard here. And then of the three, I'd say the gravity pull is the most important, and then the sharpshooter would be second. So sharpshooter here. Okay, so we can still do this. Boink. And boink. And this guy will, the next thing, of course, will be then. And we've got all of these to do again. Crud on a crutch. I don't feel like doing that right now. So, Is there anybody out there right now that does not have the game or anything else, doesn't have the base game or doesn't have the DLC? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because I got some code. That's something that you're always going to see here on Indie Contact, off and on. I do get code extra keys from developers, so you always want to, like I say, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little bell icon so that you are constantly notified when I have stuff coming. Oh, cool. My fleet's getting slowly built. Slowly. Yep, what do we got down here now? One dreadnought, one cruiser again. Oh, that's going to take a lot of work to fix. Oh, I hate this stupid delay on this. Alrighty. Well, Rosie, do you have... Okay, so Rosie, if you go to my channel and you look and there will be business inquiries, click on that email address and send me your email. I will give you a copy of the base game. All you have to do is go to my email. Like I said, go to my channel and it'll say, oh, it is under the About section. It should be. It just says business inquiries only. Go ahead, hit that. You'll see it. And if you would like a copy, just, hey, this is, and then put your Rosie 954 in there. And I will give you a copy of the game. Let me know if you want the copy of the game. Cycle of Warfare. Ooh, tell you what, there's about just this game alone, Starpoint Gemini Warlords. You're looking at, if you start a brand new game, right, and you play the tutorial and you do the beginning of the game and you play along the story mode, or if you even go sandbox, you're looking anywhere 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to 100 hours. All depends on how you play your game. Me right now, before I started streaming and looking at this new DLC, I had 450 hours in gameplay time. So it's all good. All you got to do, like I say, is make sure you hit that email and I will hook you up. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Priest. I think he's won stuff before. So as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching tonight. Ross. Oh, sorry. Well, it says R-O-S-S-Y. I thought that was like Rosie or Ross. But Ross, it's all good, brother. Sorry. You can never tell with people's names. You can never tell. But it's all good. As always, I am the Rev. I'd like to thank you for watching tonight. Again, like I was saying before, we're going to be having, I'm going to be doing it on Mondays and Tuesdays. We start between 6 and 7, so make sure you hit that little channel icon, the little bell, so it'll notify you. And I also do gaming guides, and I put out, so please take a look at the channel. I put out a whole bunch of different content, anywhere from 5 or 6 videos a week. If you'd like to donate to the channel, that'd be great. But if you can share, and like, that would help the channel just as much. So if you like my content, please do that. If you want to donate, if you look down in the description below, you'll see all kinds of ways to help the channel out. And you'll also see, I think it's 4 links now. Yeah, because you got the base Warlords game and then the 3 DLCs that they have put out. So you guys can check that out. Oh, geez. You can't even see my ship. It gets kind of dark. There we go. Now you can see her. It's a vicious little looking sucker. But as always, please keep your heads down, your guns up. And I shall see you again real damn soon.